Folks, a lot of people have been coming to this racetrack for for more than a decade. We are back at Daytona at the world center of racing in Daytona Beach, Florida, on the high banks of the oval. This is not the first time we're going to be here this season. Right now is the first time this season we are here, but not the only time. Later this year, we will be not only on the high banks, but in the infield as well. We will be racing on the Daytona road course later this season. Race fans, let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now, race fans, it's time to see where your favorite drivers are starting here from Daytona. Starting last, driving in the number 1, it's last year's champion, Austin Horner. Starting in 30th, driving in the number 50, it's Aaliyah Dean. Starting in 29th, driving in the 9, it's Lily Horner. Starting in 28th, driving in the 18, it's Bryce Pax. Starting in 27th, driving in the 27, it is Kinsey Arnett. Starting 26th, driving in the number 14, last week's winner, Kellen Sheff. Starting in 25th, the Texas Road Course winner, number 19, driving in the 19, David Loudon. Starting 24th, driving in the 42, Matthew Johnson. Driving in the 45, starting 23rd, Cole Flick. Starting 22nd, driving in the number 17, Finn Pearson. Starting in 21st, driving in the 46, Kwame Raider. Starting in 20th, driving in the 82, Grant Irwin. Starting in 19th, driving in the 10, it is Jonathan Stevenson. Starting in 18th, driving the 60, it is Skylar Naney. Starting in 17th, driving in the number 63, it's Allie Brossman. Starting 16th, driving in the number 77, it's Nate Rao. Starting in 5th, driving in the number 3, starting in 15th, driving in the number 3, it is Brayton Mills. Starting in 14th, driving in the number 22, it's Bryce Sabance. Starting in 13th, driving in the 51, it is Leo Hyob. Starting in 12th, the Texas Motor Speedway Oval winner, it's Jackson Hartman. Starting in 11th, driving in the 74, Cohen Moore. Starting in 10th, driving in the 15, it's Nick Green. Starting in 9th, the Daytona 4-hour race from last year on the road course. Driving in the 47, it's Rodrigo Patino Romo. Starting in 8th, Driving in the number 2, Nolan Farley. Starting in 7th. He is already a former oval winner, and he is usually quick on the ovals. Driving in the 83, Abshar Khan. Starting in 6th. His starting positions have been good. Driving in the 55, Grady Broughton. Starting 5th, the fastest car in practice in the number 32. It is Carter Stockton. Starting in 4th, driving in the 29, it's Boston Matthews. Starting in 3rd, driving in the 11, Luke Dockery. Starting in 2nd, driving in the 66, it is none other than Quentin Sheff. And starting on the pole, driving in the 4 for Pat Green Motorsports, it's rookie Paige Soper. Speed is a thing here in Daytona, same as luck and pit strategy. We are underway at the Daytona Motor Speedway and the Daytona International Speedway. Now on the road course, we are green on the oval. We are already seeing a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing. Around goes Abshar Khan on lap 1. Abshar Khan around on the first turns. Man, oh man, chaos on lap 1. Khan only one around, and Paige Soper looking to lead lap 1. Here comes Carter Stockton into the mix. Soper will lead lap 1 here in Daytona. Single car incident here this evening on lap 1, not even through turn 1. It was Abshar Khan. And right now on lap 2 of 100, it is Paige Soper who leads. We will see multiple wrecks here tonight. It's a night race. The lights are on at this beautiful racetrack. And remember, all these drivers had to get up really early this morning to practice. And the 4 was one of the slowest cars on the track. But she did not have clean air like this. Clean air on the nose of the 4. She leads at Daytona. Won't be long until this draft helps the leaders, as they will catch last place running Abshar Khan to put him a lap down. A lot of 3 and 4 wide racing back of the pack. There's a lot of good racing in the back of the field and mid-pack as well. Here comes Quentin Sheff to the inside of turn 3 and 4. Cannot take the lead to the tri-oval. Soper will continue to lead at Daytona. Battle for 4th. Here comes the 11 and 29 as well. Both side by side and battling. Third turn 1. You can see it. There's another pack as there are now groups of packs forming. One group of pack pulling away from the other, but it's just the top 3 who are right together. Paige Soper leads the top 3, leads the race here in Daytona. She has led all 4 laps. And here comes Carter Stockton. Quentin Sheff knows how quick that 32 was in practice. And Stockton is showing up here this evening. He wants that win. And when the sun goes down and the track temp goes down as well, the 32 speed will rise. We saw how fast Carter Stockton was. Now out of turn 4. 95 laps of racing left here in Daytona, as it is Paige Soper who leads. We will see a bunch of pit stops here as well, as it looks like usual, Pat Green Motorsports' pit strategy looks like it is to pit early and hope for the best. The 4, her pit strategy for any driver in the 4 last season and now Paige Soper this season, it has been terrible. There are 3 separate packs now. The top 3, then the pack behind them, and then the rest of the field. And then, of course, the lonely car out there, Abshar Khan, who spun on lap 1. Lap 7 is on the board. Through turn 1 and 2, Paige Soper continues to lead here in Daytona. It's been a good race so far. Take a look at this battle back here. Look at the 55. Grady Broughton is moving into the field. Here comes the 47. He has some speed. How about the 2 and the 12 as well? Back up front, it's still a 3/10 of a second lead. The 11 has kind of broken away from the 55, and that is not good for them. Why? Because this group will most likely catch the top 3. Back up front, down the back straightaway, Soper still leads on lap 8. And now we have a battle behind them. Here comes the 29 on the 55. Straight run, down turn 3, contact made. Here comes Hartman on Farley. Hartman goes way down low on Nolan Farley. Farley goes to the top. Going to the bottom with the crossover move. He wants that position up front ahead of the 29. Still great racing though, here from Daytona. You can see it, the 2 is quick. He is faster than Boston Matthews. He won 6. Down to the inside. Here comes Nolan Farley. Down the back straightaway. Farley, side by side, 4-6. And he will take it away. Nolan Farley to 6, but here comes Matthews with the crossover. Matthews side by side with Farley. Now, back to the back of the field. Abshar Khan right there in last. And his crew chief is telling him that the leaders are right there behind him as well. They are on the same straightaway. Stockton trying to get a good move on the 66. Here comes a 55 and 11. They are side by side, and that's going to bring in the 47 as well. Side by side for 4th. They don't make contact. But the 55 will get the 11 slowed just a bit. And it looks like that the top 2 is breaking away from Carter Stockton, which means Stockton will be in a battle with the 55 and 11 pretty soon. A bunch of packs have broken apart here in Daytona. A lot of packs of cars, but this pack right here, the lead pack, 89 laps of racing left. Paige Soper has led all 12 laps here in Daytona. It's been a good one. It's been a great race for Paige Soper. Now here she is, down the back straightaway. You can see it on the track map. The leaders are catching up to Abshar Khan. We have a battle for third on our hands. The 11 and 55 have caught Carter Stockton. Broughton will move up to fourth. Broughton is quick. It is a humid day here in Daytona. The humidity is high here in the springtime, here in Florida. And the intensity is high as well. How about this battle back here? Here comes a 12, Jackson Hartman. He wants his second win of the year. He won the first race of the year on an oval. He wants his second career win and his second win of the year. And once again, this is an oval. We are already through 3 full races now. This is race number 4. Paige Soper has been up front all season long when it comes to great qualifying spots. But when it comes to finishing the race, she's usually not finishing up front. That 15 has not been quick when it comes to finishing up front. How about the battle behind them? Nick Green is into the mix. That 15 has speed. He was quick in practice as well. Nick Green could win here in Florida, here in Daytona. Who's going to get that wonderful win here in Daytona? To win here, it is something special. A lot of drivers that have said that it is special to win here. And in the past, here in the Crazy Sports Good League, we have seen Audrey Schreiner, Nick Green's sister, dominate the races here. So we won't be shocked, and we aren't shocked, that the 66 is up front in second. And that is Audrey Schreiner's race car. Now, Schreiner is not racing, but she is here on the track. She is one of the team owners of the 66, the Schreiner Motorsports 66 of Quentin Sheff. Don't be shocked if the number 66 wins. My bad. Now, back up front, though, it is the number 4. We have a battle for the lead to the inside. Here comes the 66. Sheff is closing in. And take a look at the mini map as well. 85 laps to go, and the leaders are closing in on Abshar Khan. Looks like that he's going to be the first lap car, and it looks like that he's going to be the first car going a lap down after wrecking on lap 1. A lap 1 spin for Abshar Khan pretty much takes him out of the contention to win for now. Soper will have to pit soon. To return 3 and 4. She is not making her way down pit road. Look at this battle right here. More battles behind them. Farley and Green side by side. And we know that once drivers indicate that they are going to pit, we usually see wrecks on the back straightaway. Khan just up the road from the 4 and the 66. Here comes the 4. The 4 is not giving us any hints that she's going to be pitting. These two, though, might pit soon as well. How about the 22, Bryce Savant, still running out front? How about the 3 right next to him, the 74. That is one of the Shriner Motorsports cars. And that is the same exact car that Andre Shriner dominated in before. How about Cohen Moore in the 74? Right now, his pit situation, he will have to pit any time now. You can see it. He is losing fuel as it lasts right now. Here we go here in Daytona. The 74 Wiggles, he's coming to pit road. The 4 is not pitting. And here we go from Daytona. They're turn 1 and 2. You can see it. You don't even have to look at the mini-map. The 4 has the 83 in her sights right now. 1 car on pit road. Down to the inside on turn 3 and 4. You can see the 66 is laying back just a bit. Chef laying back just a bit. Can the Chefs go back to back? Kellen Chef won at Kern County last week. Quentin Chef trying to win here this week. Paige Soper to the inside, gets slow just a bit, and that's going to allow the 66 to close on her rear end. Soper wiggles, and that will state that she's pitting this time. Paige Soper coming to pit road, which means Quentin Chef is going to take the lead away here in Daytona. Quentin Chef takes the lead, but for how long? Here comes Grady Broughton. Now we have a new battle for the lead. Broughton, Stockton, and Dockery are there with your leader. We have not seen a big crash yet. And that is actually kind of shocking, though. Here's the 2. And he goes up into the wall. Nick Green goes up into the wall. Savant's there in 11th. Looks like that he's going to have to pit soon as well. Savant and Green pitting this time. No. Okay, Bryce Savant is staying out on the racetrack. Bryce Savant, I don't know what is going through his mind, but he's going to run out of gas. And which means he's going to be suspended for a race. Savant is out of gas. He is slow on the back straightaway. If he doesn't make it to pit road, and he is out of gas, he goes low. Savant causes a big accident. Up and over they go. Savant, Pearson, Bryce Savant's down the race. Huge wreck here in Daytona. Savant causes the big one. And just like that, it is official. Bryce Savant has been suspended for 2 races after causing a big accident on lap 24. You can see it. We have a new leader. It is at number 55. Grady Broughton leads here in Daytona. And I can tell you one thing. Savants may not be the only one who runs out of gas. It causes a big one as well. We are watching the 12. His teammate, Bryce Savants' teammate, Jackson Hartman, in the 12. Oh, and the 36 almost paged the field there. Here we go, the 12. Down on the inside, the 29 on the outside. Side by side for position. And around goes Paige Silver. Silver goes around. And more of an accident on the back straightaway. It's Quentin Sheff. Man, oh man, he was the leader as well. Chaos striking on lap 27 here in Daytona. And it is Carter Stockton who leads. The 32 slides. He is pitting this time. Luke Dockery and Rodrigo Patino Romo is a battle for the lead here on lap 27. If you're wondering why is there a random tire on the racetrack, well, we can blame Bryce Savants for that. Bryce Savants runs out of gas, causes a big accident, and is suspended for 2 races. Here we go. The 11 continues to lead here in Daytona. Almost 3 wide behind him. How about the 3 there in third? But 6 seconds back. Patino Romo is pitting this time. Rodrigo Patino Romo pitting this time. Contact made with the 51 and the 15. And you can see it, more cars slow on the back straightaway as more cars are getting off the pit road here. Here is the 11. Here's the 3. Kind of wiggles just a bit. The 14 there. The 60. Heavy damage for the 60. But back up front, though, it is all Luke Dockery so far. The 10 comes out in front of the 17. Slows up the 17 and others. With all this great racing and all this chaos on lap 30. Chaos struck early. It struck late here in Daytona. And the 11 is all by himself. Looks like that the 47 is in position to get the lead. Take a look at the 40. Take a look at the 77 as well. Nate Rao is there. Nate Rao there. Now through turn 2, we still see Luke Dockery leading here in Daytona. The 22 is out of the race after he seriously caused a major accident. And we are start going back here just a bit. How about the 12? Jackson Hartman still inside the top 20. Still inside of the top 10. Dockery pitting on lap 31. 70 laps to go here in Daytona. We are keeping an eye on that 47. We are going to take a very short break. By short break, probably just a 10-lap break. We will be back probably on lap number 40. And we will go along the ride with the 47. Just like that, we are with 60 laps of racing left here in Daytona. We have Nolan Farley leading here in this one. Team Penske has brought some fast machines to the racetrack. Not only was it 12 running up front, and now it's the 2 running up front. This time, he's leading. Top 5 all running together just a bit. But Nate Rao runs in 4th. The 2 leads over the 11, 47, and 77. Austin Horner, the lap car, right in front of them. And here comes Rodrigo Patino Romo. He went second on Luke Dockery. Everybody will have to at least make 1 or 2 more pit stops. It all depends on how their fuel situation is. And here we go from Daytona. Down the back straightaway on lap 43. Farley there. Lap car of the 66, Quentin Sheff, going beneath the 47, and does. Quentin Sheff moving through the field, trying to get a lap back. Side by side right here. It's the 29 and 32. How about Braden Mills inside the top 10? And of course, Nick Green is as well. The Ohio Bear. How about Ali Brossman and others? Grant Irwin having a quiet race in 15th. But now back up front though, it is Nolan Farley who leads here in Daytona. 0.3 of a second lead. Will we see anybody else wreck because of a pit stop, or maybe or maybe because they run out of fuel? That's the question. Who's in 30th? It's Austin Horner who's in 30th. Lily Horner is not having a good day. 74 is pitting. Why? I don't know. Cohen Moore is pitting here tonight. The sun has gone down and you can see the speed of the 4 has gone away. Paige Soper was fast early in the race, but now she kind of fell off just a bit. Side by side for second. Here comes Rodrigo Patino Romo. And how about the 11 right there as well? Dockery closing back in on your leader. Down the back straightaway. That draft is helping them. Here comes the 11. Now for turn 3 and turn 4, coming to lap 47. 55 laps of racing left here in Daytona. We are almost to the halfway mark here in Daytona. Here comes the number 2. Look at the 2 right there. Their car slow. I think there is maybe not. I don't know. Don't know why the yellow box is up on the mini-map. Oh, that's why. There's a car spun on turn 4, and it's the 50. Aaliyah Dean has gone around. Here comes, oh, around goes the 3. And the big one is happening again, and Green is involved. Anytime when Nick Green is having a good race, he usually gets involved. Irwin there, and more of a pile up. A lot of drivers piling in. A lot of tires flying. And a big one here from Daytona. The 45 finally back going. But a big wreck already here in Daytona. The 3 went around, Mills went around, and there's only one car out of the race now. I mean, 2 cars out of the race now. Gonna be interesting to see who it is. Looks like that the 2 is pitting this time by. The 2 is pitting, which means Luke Dockery is going to be your leader here in Daytona. With chaos striking, we won't be shocked if we see yet another wreck. The 27, she is slow. Dockery is going to lose the lead. Here comes Patino Romo to the inside. Now it's the 11 who's going to take the lead back. Arnett slows him up. And the 27 almost causes a wreck behind them. The 10 is also slow. Here comes Brunton. Looks like that Stevenson is pitting. Massive chaos here from Daytona. Here is Luke Dockery looking to get a career win number 1. 83 right there, right in front of the 11. Here comes a 55 around the outside. And it's going to be side by side for the lead and side by side behind it and behind them. Dockery loses the lead. Are we going to see more chaos? Almost 3 wide. They make contact. Nani almost goes round. Chaos here in Daytona. We just hit halfway. 49 laps remaining in Daytona. Just a bit past halfway. We aren't even a quarter away through the race. I mean, we aren't even 75% through the race. We are 50% through the race. About Paige Soper, even with all that chaos, she's back in 9th. Wouldn't it be something to see her back herself into a win here in Daytona? Slow cars on the back straightaway. It's a 17 there. Pearson there. You know, here we go from Daytona once again. And the Aaliyah Dean almost, dude, if anybody was around Aaliyah Dean, she would have caused a major accident. Now here on lap 53. We are still racing here from Daytona. But back up front, though, looks like that the 11 has retaken the lead, and that is Luke Dockery. Dockery has a fast car here tonight, so don't count him out quite yet. Dockery could win it. Looks like that the 32 is pitting this time. Dockery is staying out. He wants more laps led here in Daytona. Here comes a 4, Paige Soper. She's up to 4th once again. Soper in 4th. And the leader can see the 4th place running car of Soper right in front. Dockery, he's going to pass the 4 of Soper. Nate Rao is coming to pit road. We are going to ride along with Luke Dockery as we will be back after the break. lap 74 here in Daytona. Only 11 laps left on his fuel, and leading the race is none other than Grady Broughton. Broughton is in front of the 77 and the 32. Here comes a 2. Farley behind Pax. And right now, Bryce Pax actually is in fourth. How about that Bryce Pax machine? Well, folks, Paige Soper is out of the race after wrecking. Guys, don't look now, but look who's up into 6th. It's Lily Horner, but she's pitting this time on lap 76. Looks like that the 11 might not have to pit anymore, which could help him out. And here we go. Only 8 laps left on his fuel. 10-second lead for the 55 over the 77 and the 32. So it looks like that the 18 will have to pit soon as well. The 77 and 32 make contact. And now we're keeping an eye on the 18. He's down on the inside. Pax there. Still running on the inside. 1 lap left on his fuel. And he's not pitting this time either. He could run out of gas, just like Bryce Abantz. Pax there. Across the line. He's still in fourth. Looks like that Bryce Pax might pull a Bryce Abantz. Yep, Pax 0 is the gas count. Pax, he is getting slower and slower. Now Pax is slowing down. The 18 there. He's not pitting. He's still out of gas. Now he finally runs out of gas on the front straightaway. He's out of the race. But he pulls down to the inside. And guess what that is going to do to him? He will avoid a suspension. And I'm pretty sure that his crew chief needs a new change of pants after that. Here we go. Looks like that somebody else is out of fuel as well. Take a look at that. The leader is the 32, I mean. And the 12 almost goes around behind them. Ray Racing here from Daytona. We are watching the 11. He sure is quick. So do not count him out just yet. The 55 finally coming out of pit road. The 47 coming into pit road. This time by, when they get across the line, when the 32 crosses the line, he will get 20 laps to go, not 35. 17 there, battling the 42. The 32 pits. Here comes the 77. 20 laps of racing left here in Daytona. Now back up front, it is all Nate Rao so far here in Daytona. Look at the 9 coming up right behind him. Horner, great run. That's Lily Horner. The 77 wiggles. The 9 passes him, and Nate Rao looks like that he's going to be coming to pit road. Nate Rao comes to pit road. 20 laps to go. Rutten could win this whole race. Don't count out the 11 just yet either. The 11 is there. In 4th. The top 2 both on pit road. Rutten looks like he's going to take 2nd away. Rutten is going to move to 2nd. And it looks like that the 11 might move into 3rd. And he does. The 11 to 3rd. Luke Dockery could win here in Daytona. Nate Rao still right there. Watching the 55. He has some back end damage. Watching the 55 now. The 55 is going to take the lead away. Dockery is coming to pit road. Why in the world is he pitting? Dockery is giving up his chance to win. And the 77 is just behind the 32, which means Grady Broughton is your leader here in Daytona. With some more crazy pit stops coming up, maybe in the last 21 laps, we could see a lot more chaos. You could see a lot more chaos here from Daytona, here on lap 83. Lap 83 is on the board here. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it done? 77 there, battling with the 63. Rossman has some damage as well. The 77 is in this short pack just a bit. And we knew that Carter Stockton would be fast once the sun went down. Same as Grady Broughton. Broughton looking for a win here this season. Trying to join Jackson Hartman, David Loudon, and of course last week's winner, Kellen Sheff, as winners in the Crazy Sports Good League. Broughton, he is a former winner, trying to get back to victory lane for the first time in a long time. And I'm pretty sure he's a former champion as well. If I remember correctly, he is a former champion in this league. We know that Matthew Johnson is a former champion. And now here we go. The 55 is there. Broughton leads the race. Through turn 3 and 4. "15 laps of racing left in Daytona." It's a huge lead for the 55. The top 5 looks like this. Broughton, Stockton, Brown, Matthews, and Kellen Sheff. Kellen Sheff is inside the top 5, and that is huge. Grady Broughton is fast number 55, leading all the chaos here in Daytona. We have seen a bunch of chaos, and we saw chaos earlier on lap number 1, on the first lap of the race, when we saw Abshar Khan go around. 14 to go here at Daytona. 12-second lead over Carter Stockton. 14 laps to go. Are we going to see any more pit stops out of the front runners? How about Cohen Moore in 6th? Looks like that we are about to see a top 10 result again for Nolan Farley. And back onto the front straightaway. Back up front. 13 to go here in Daytona. It is all Grady Broughton. We have seen so much chaos. Broughton in a battle with the lap car, and that won't even do it either. That's not even for position. That's just a 46. Wabi Raider is a lap car. Stockton, 12 seconds back. And in front of the sold-out crowd, on lap 89, it's Grady Broughton who leads. But side by side with the lap car, if he pits, that's gonna be very interesting. If he pits, now we are come to 11 laps to go. Stockton looks like that he has no words and no way that he can get up front unless the 55 makes a mistake. Fast in practice, of course. And we are now 11 laps away from seeing the checkered flag. The top 2 were quick in practice. Carter Stockton, still one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. And his luck and his speed has kept him up front. And of course, his pit stops, his pit strategy has been good as well. The 55's pit strategy has been on point tonight. His pit crew is one of the main reasons why he is leading, coming to 10 laps to go. Turn 4 comes to the triangle. 10 laps of racing left here in Daytona. Next week, they are going back home to Indianapolis. They will have over 200 laps at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 600, and we are liable to have a lap 1 crash as well. Lap 1 crash on the front straightaway, on the front stretch. One thing I'm going to try to do more this season is commentate a lot more laps. If my voice doesn't get too tired. If my voice doesn't get too tired, I'll try to commentate the whole race, as I tried to today, but my voice got tired. That's why we had 2 breaks. The 55, 9 laps to go in Daytona. Car on pit road. It's Jonathan Stevenson. 9 laps to go. If we see pit stops, that's going to be very interesting. Because pit stops could ruin some other drivers' races. How about Nate Rao? He is closing the gap on the 32. Out of turn 4, come to the trioval. Lap 93. And more importantly, 8 laps of racing left in Daytona. This isn't the last time that they will be here in Daytona, but the last time they'll be racing on the oval this season. As the next time we'll see these drivers here in Daytona, it will be on the road course. And maybe not all these drivers will be racing. 25 cars left here in this one. We will see a lot more cars out of the race next week in Indianapolis. The 74 is going to pit road. Going more. Seven laps to go in Daytona. Who's going to win at the World's Center of Racing? Down the back straightaway, it is still the 55 leading. It's 2-second advantage now, from second to third. Stockton and Nate Rao. As we go to Carter Stockton's point of view, the 32 right there. 6 laps to go. Broughton crosses the line. 6 laps of racing left. And the crowd is loving it. I think he is a former champion in this league. Brady Broughton leads it. I'm going to look it up. I am looking it up. Lap 96, 5 laps to go. Brady Broughton won the season 26 championship. The former champion leads here in Daytona. How about this? Back in season 29, we saw Grant Irwin winning that championship. We have the full champion list right now. I have the full champions list pulled up right now. Bryce Weaver won last year's championship. Won the championship 2 years ago. Last year, it was Austin Horner. This year, who's it going to be? The season 26 champion, Brady Broughton, is about 3 laps away from finally getting back to victory lane. Carson Cole, the season 15 champion, won Germany last year, the first race at Germany. Then the second race at Germany was a championship. And here we go. Here in Daytona. Here in Daytona. Around turn 3 and turn 4. Car on pit road. Who's on pit road? I can't tell. 2 laps of racing left in Daytona. It is all Brady Broughton who leads it. 15-second lead Stockton has finally entered the 2 lap-to-go mark, same as Nate Rao. It's been a perfect last few laps for the 55 of Grady Broughton. Grady Broughton has not even been that good this year. His luck has not been good. White flag is in the air. One more time around Daytona. The 14 coming out of pit road. Are we in for a top 5 finish for Kenzie Arnett? I think we are. Arnett in the top 5, and how about Lily Horner in 7th? But it is all Grady Broughton. Through turn 3 and 4, the champion from season 26, Grady Broughton, has not won in a very long time. Hey, losing streak is over. Grady Broughton will win at Daytona. 100 laps complete, and the race is complete. Now, the fight for second photo finish coming to the line for second. Stockton is going to get second. Carter Stockton gets second. And how about a top 6 finish for the 9? Grady Broughton wins at Daytona over Carter Stockton and, of course, Nate Rao. That will do it, folks. Thanks for watching.